Hi, this is Meredith Dodson and I'm doing format 8.1 subtraction with lines. And I have the first problem is 6 minus 2. Everyone read this problem. 6 minus 2. This is a minus problem. What kind of problem is this? The students would say 6 minus 2. What does this say? And the students would respond minus 2. Minus 2 tells us to cross out 2 lines. What does minus 2 tell us to do? Cross out 2 lines. Watch me cross out 2 lines. One, two. Let's see how many lines we have left. I'll touch and you count. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many lines did we end up with? 4. So 6 minus 2 would be 4. Let's do another problem. I have 7 minus 4. What kind of problem is this? A minus problem. What does this say? Minus 4. What does minus 4 tell us to do? Subtract 4. Or cross out 4. So watch me cross out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how many lines we have left. I'll touch and you count. How many did we end up with? 1, 2, 3. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Another problem is 5 minus 3. What kind of problem is this? Minus problem. What does this say? Minus 3. What does this tell us to do? Cross out 3 lines. Cross out 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. We will count how many we have left. 1, 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now, I have a worksheet. Touch the problem on your worksheet. Read the problem. What kind of problem is this? 6 minus 2. It's a minus problem. Touch the first group. It is 6. How many lines are in the first group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. How many lines are you going to minus? Minus 2. Minus the lines. Students would mark out the 2 lines. Then you count how many we have left. How many lines we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 lines are left. How many did we end up with? 4. The next problem is 5 minus 1. How many in the first group? 5. Count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we going to do? Minus 1. So mark out 1. Count how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many we end up with? 4. And the last problem is 8 minus 4. How many in the first group? Or read the problem. 8 minus 4. What kind of problem is this? Minus. How many in the first group is 8? Count our lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What does the problem tell us to do? Minus 4. So we're going to cross out 4. So the students would cross out 4 lines and then count how many they have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many do they end up with? 4. This is a structured worksheet. Give the students these problems. Touch the first problem on your worksheet. Read the problem. 5 minus 3. What kind of problem is this? It's a minus problem. Touch the first group 5. How many lines are you going to draw? So the students would draw the 5 lines under the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it tells you to minus 3. So you would cross out 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 3 equals how many? You're left with 1, 2. So you would write a 2 in the box. Touch the next problem. Or let's read the whole statement. Sorry, I skipped a step. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Go to the next problem. You have 4 minus 2 equals how many? The first group says 4. It tells you, so you're going to draw your 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a minus problem. You're going to minus 2, so mark out 2 lines. 1, 2. How many are you left with? 2. So you would write a 2 in the box. You have 4 minus 2 equals 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. Look at the next problem. You have 2 minus 0 equals how many? What kind of problem is this? It's a minus problem. Touch the first group. How many do you have in the first group? 2. So you're going to draw your 2 lines. This tells you you're going to take away 0. So you're going to mark through 0 lines. So 2 minus 0 equals 2. All these equal 2. 2 minus 0 equals 2. Because you're left with your same 2 lines equals 2. Go to the last problem. You have 8 minus 4 equals how many? It's a minus problem. You're going to touch the first group. The first group is 8. Draw 8 lines. Mark out, or excuse me, the problem says you're going to minus 4. So you're going to mark out 4 lines. The students would mark out 4 lines. Then they would count how many lines are left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 minus 4 equals 4. You'd write a 4 in your box. 8 minus 4 equals 4. This is a less structured worksheet. This worksheet is tricky. In some problems, you plus, and in some problems, you minus. When you plus, you make more lines. What do you do when you plus? Students would respond, make more lines. When you minus, you cross out lines. What do you do when you minus? Students would respond, cross out lines. If you look at problem A, read the problem. 4 plus 3 equals how many is what the students would say. What kind of problem is this? Is this a plus or a minus problem? They would say a plus problem. So what do you do when you plus? You would say make more lines. Now make the sides equal and fill in the box. So the students would draw their 4 lines, then add their other 3 lines. So you would have 4 plus 3, and you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 plus 3 equals 7. You would continue through the rest of the problem, so you would look at problem B. You have 8 minus 2 equals how many? What kind of problem is this? It's a minus problem, so what would you do when you minus? You cross out lines. Students would draw their 8 lines. They would cross out their 2 lines. Students would count how many were left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the box, you would write a 6 with your 6 lines to make each side equal. So 8 minus 2 equals 6. The next problem is C, 7 minus 5. What kind of problem is this? It's a minus problem. Students would draw their 7 lines. What do you do when you minus? You would cross out lines. So students would come back and minus 5. They would cross out 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Students are left with 2. They'll write a 2 in a box. 7 minus 5 equals 2. We'll continue to go through the rest of the problems, looking at if it's a minus problem, and you would cross it out. If it's a plus problem, you would add more lines or make more lines. Thank you.